You're live. Okay. I'm gonna minimize this. Alright, I have to start my whole rant over again. I thought I was streaming, and it turns out I wasn't streaming, but now I am streaming. So, good morning, everybody. I've got my coffee bright and early. I know the stream's starting late. I guess we were having technical difficulties. And I overslept. Transparency. So, you might be asking yourself, why is Joe live streaming at 10 a.m. on his day off? So I have to retell my whole anecdote. The condensed version is, I wanted a PS5. I couldn't find it on my own. I needed help. And there was a nice guy on Twitter who would do live streams and help people get their PS5s. And that's kind of the theme behind this live stream. As of Monday, a lot of us were under the impression that we weren't going to be able to convert our reservations to orders for Pros or XLTs. We were just going to have to fight over all the Lightnings in 2024 because Ford wasn't making enough Pros and XLTs. That's now up in the air. We're not certain. There are rumors that they might make more Pros and XLTs, but in the meantime, we're going to be productive. And so you can see on Monday, I didn't stream, but on Monday, I called over 74 dealers. And I wanted to gather data about if they have test drive demo Lightnings, what trim those are, and if those are already spoken for. What I learned, you can see the flow sheet here on the right, the spreadsheet. It's mostly Lariats, and that's fine. But it's an emotional roller coaster talking to all these dealerships because most dealerships have Lariats. Can't afford that. And those Lariats are going to be marked up. So can't afford that, definitely. There are some XLTs, but even at sticker, I can barely afford an XLT, and they're going to be marked up. Of the 74 dealerships I talked to on Monday, spanning West Virginia and Ohio, I found maybe 5 Pros, which actually that's not bad. I think percentage-wise, that's pretty good. So, what I'm trying to accomplish with this stream, maybe you're a reservation holder and you're worried that you're not going to find, they're sold out of XLTs. I'm going to put in the legwork for you, and you're going to see, eventually, if this stream does well, we'll make our way through all 50 states. I already did most of Ohio and West Virginia. Now, obviously, this information is only up to date if you're tuning in to the live stream and getting this info with me live. Because the moment the stream ends, somebody might have been watching, or somebody not watching the stream could have reached out to that dealership and figured something out. So, also, disclaimer, Thor asked in the chat, what about the podcast? What about the podcast with Larry? Larry had another child, so he's been pretty busy. He's now got 2 kids running around his house, so he needed to take a couple weeks off. The podcast will be back, but in the meantime, we're trying to be proactive. So this is the first storm chaser. Get it? This is the first storm chasing stream where we're just going to call dealerships and learn about their demo units. Obviously, I am searching for the diamond in the rough. I'm searching for a Pro that will hopefully only be marked up a reasonable amount, because who knows what Ford is going to charge for a Pro Lightning in 2024. That's another model year. That's another opportunity for them to bump the price. So who is this stream for? Like I said, a reservation holder who's worried they can't get their Pro. It's for someone who doesn't have a reservation. That's not a mindset that I'm in, but hey, if you don't have a Lightning reservation, newsflash, all of these Lightnings are going to be for sale really soon. And so you're going to learn with me where they're at, what trims, and what dealerships tend to be charging for demo Lightnings. So, let's get started. Just as a disclaimer, I couldn't think of a way to do this, with you hearing the dealership on the other end of the phone. Like, I could put them on speakerphone, but to me that just feels a little sneaky to broadcast this whole conversation without telling them. I don't want to start every phone conversation with, "Hey, I'm recording this." Like, that's weird. So I think the easiest way to do this, I'm just going to talk to them. You'll hear my end of the conversation. You won't hear them. And I know that might not seem useful, but obviously I'm going to regurgitate everything they tell me, and I'm logging the data in the spreadsheet. So, but I just had so many interesting moments when I called these dealerships on Monday. Like some of the responses, I also will try not to say anybody's name that I'm talking to on the phone, but like, here we go. In some of the more rural Ohio, somebody said, "We're not opting to sell electric vehicles at this time." They didn't have a demo unit. So, I mean, that's the reality. But most of the dealerships I talked to had demo units. So, what state do we want to start with, guys? I actually, you know what? I'm going to I see there's a couple viewers. So, let's see. Pros are rare as hen's teeth. And I agree, Phil. Yes, they will bump the price. That's why I'm trying to get my hands on one of these. Phil, where do you think we will have luck finding? Like, where do you want me to start calling dealers? I've already done Ohio and West Virginia. Not to put you on the spot, Phil. I imagine people will, put this on in the background at work or something. And then kind of pop over and check, like, oh, he found an XLT or something. Obviously, not every person I talk to today is going to have the truck you want. That's why you kind of have to wait, and we're going to sift through it together. Yesterday I was scoping out, Phil, thank God for some chat engagement. North Carolina, I love it. Let's do it. Now I'm just relying on, hold on, I have to switch the stream. Now I'm just relying on Google Maps to tell me where every Ford dealership is. I'm sure there's a different website that might have a better map, but I literally am just going to go from west to east through North Carolina. Okay, search this area for Ford dealers. Okay, but see, as you zoom in, more pop up, so it looks like the westernmost Ford dealership is Asheville Ford. Oh no, Franklin Ford. See? All right, we're working our way across. Search this area. All right, Franklin's the winner. Now I do have my MacBook here. I'm just going to do some Googling. I'm going to do some Googling on the MacBook. That way I don't have to mess with the stream. Franklin Ford, North Carolina. All right, guys. It's weird. It feels like gambling. Like it's every time you dial the numbers, there's a chance you're about to stumble on to something great. But then again, Phil, you already have your Lightning, don't you? I might be misremembering that. There's also a delay on the stream, so whenever I ask a question, I have to wait, but that's okay. Yeah, I thought Phil already had one, so it's ironic that he tuned in. Okay. I'm going to call while we're waiting on Phil to answer. So actually, I lied. First thing I like to do in this process, I like to go to their website and see if they have a Lightning listed, because most of the demo units are listed on these websites as vehicles for sale. So that's usually my first clue. That way I can inform what I'm saying on the phone. That way the dealer can kind of hear, like, this guy's done his homework, and I don't have to start from square one with them because I know their time is valuable. So we're going to search the inventory here at Franklin Ford. Okay, they've only got 18 trucks. We're just going to search Lightning. Yes, okay, so it did come up. And when searching the website, it can kind of be disheartening because it's showing me they do have a 2022 F-150 Lightning Lariat in what appears to be black, and it has a price. Now, I think they're still worth calling, and here's why. On Monday, tons of dealerships said that either they don't have that one because it's already sold, or that they have that one and another one, or so it's still worth getting more information. But we're going to call and ask. Alrighty. One pet peeve of mine is that on the dealer websites, it always has a sales number. You call that number, and they still make you press 1 for sales. I don't get that. Here we go. Asheville Ford, North Carolina. Let me put it in the spreadsheet. Right? Or no, this is Franklin. Guys, I can't even keep myself straight. North Carolina. Call. Here we go. Now, you're only going to hear my side of the conversation. It's ringing. They're not answering. Hi, I was calling about the F-150 Lightning you've got there at Franklin Ford. Are you the right person to talk to? Thank you. Riveting content. Okay. She said she was transferring me to a salesman, and he didn't pick up. So, I could call back. Also, I am realizing that's got to be extremely boring for you guys to just sit and watch me silently be on the phone. So, oh, Phil has the Pro. Well, thanks for tuning in, Phil. Hopefully we can join the club here soon. Maybe I could put him on speakerphone. I'm going to put him on speakerphone. That way you guys aren't just sitting watching silence. I'm going to call back. Here we go. Here it goes.
Franklin Ford F-150 Country.
Hi, I just called. I had a question about the Lightning. Whoever you transferred me to didn't answer. Is there somebody else you could send me to?
Yes, let me try someone else for you.
Thank you. I don't know if you guys can hear, but
This is Chris.
Hi, Chris. My name's Joe. I was just calling about the F-150 Lightning you've got on your lot there. Is that your demo test drive unit?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And so do you already have a buyer lined up for that Lightning?
No, not yet. We can't really take anybody until that 5,000 mark. It's first come, first serve, pretty much.
Okay, you said until the 5,000 mark?
Yeah, once it reaches the 5,000 mark, then they can be sold.
Oh, that's, sorry, 5,000 miles?
Correct.
Okay. Well, let me see here. Okay, I just wanted to call and make sure. On the website, it says 79,000. Do you guys anticipate marking that up?
I have no idea what they plan on doing, honestly, when it does become sold.
Okay. How many test drive miles is it at currently?
900.
Oh, okay. So it's got a ways to go. You guys don't plan on selling it anytime soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for talking me through that.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Okay, bye. All right. First one down, guys. My cat is just really interfering with the stream right now. So he does have the lightning. Yes. So we're going to update our sheet accordingly. It is a Lariat. But this brings up an interesting point, guys. I thought that Ford dealers could sell their demo Lightnings after 6 months without penalty. But I've had multiple dealers now tell me that they're under the impression they also have to put a certain number of miles on it. But they can't agree on how many miles. He just said 5,000. A different dealership has said 6,000. So let me put all this great info in the spreadsheet. 79,000. Oh, I don't like that it jumped over. That's annoying. What if we slide that over like that? I guess that's not what I want. Will sell at 5,000 test drive miles. Okay, so that was Franklin Ford. He didn't mention any other ones. Usually I give my phone number and say call me if any Lightning orders fall through. And I have to say, in the dealerships in Ohio, they've already been great about reaching out to me with information. I've had 2 people try to buy mine. Yeah, add me to the list, Phil. I'll buy it. Then I don't have to sit here and do this. Call hundreds of Ford dealers. All right. Moving our way through North Carolina. There's Franklin Ford. What's this? Mountain Ford. I do like to go to the website just to get a vibe on if they're going to have a Lightning. Mountain Ford in North Carolina. Get out of here. Okay, Mountain Ford selling new and used cars. This looks promising. Okay. I'm on the website. I'm searching Lightning. What are you doing? Okay. It's not looking like anything is popping up. Search new vehicles. Oh my gosh. My cat. Lightning. This is a tedious process, guys, but I will admit I'm still getting the hang of talking to them on the phone and you guys on stream, but we'll get better at it. All right, so now we're gonna call 828 690 0555. Here we go.
Thank you for calling. To ensure the highest level of customer care, this call may be recorded. Please hold while we connect your call. Thanks for calling Mountain Ford.
Hi, this is Joe. I just had a question about, do you guys have an F-150 Lightning there for test drives or no?
Hang on just a second. Let's just speak with Jim in sales, okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you. Jim.
Hi, Jim. This is Joe. Just calling. Had a question about the F-150 Lightning. Do you guys have a unit there for test drives?
No, we do not.
Okay. Just checking. Thank you so much.
No problem. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Yeah, I had a feeling they seemed like a smaller dealership, which is fine. So we're just gonna slap a no there in the Lightning column and move right along. 2 down. All right, search this area. We're just slowly scanning through North Carolina. There we go. Andy Shaw Ford Incorporated. Let's check out the website. Andy Shaw Ford. New and used Fords in Silva. My cat is clearly eating something he's not supposed to. That hold music from the last one got me going. Search inventory. You guys can probably hear my cat chewing on plastic, right? That's bothersome. Yeah, they've only got... Oh my gosh! They have 3 vehicles at this dealership. One of them's a Lightning. That is blowing my mind. I didn't expect them to have a Lightning with such a small new inventory. It's a Platinum. At least the one that's listed. It's in red. I wish I could. You know what? I will. I'll have 2 tabs. I'll have a map tab and okay. I want you guys to see this website. I'm closing the look at this. Lightning. I don't even know if it'll come up, but yeah, they've got one. Dang it, new inventory. Blowing my mind. There she is, all by herself. 3 new cars at the dealership. One of them's a Lightning. So we're gonna give them a call. But see, this I do feel conflicted. What is the point of calling this dealership? It's a Platinum, so I can't afford it. And if you have a reservation and you want a Platinum, there's no shortage of those. I guess if you're just desperate to get your hands on this one without waiting, you know, a few months, because each dealership seems to have a different idea of when they're gonna sell their demo unit. So let's just call and see. Okay, sales. What have I gotten myself into, guys? There's way too many Ford dealers. Do 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 do.
Andy Shaw Ford.
Hi, this is Joe. I just had a question about your F-150 Lightning there.
Oh, yes, sir. Let me get you out front to somebody who knows about it. Hold one moment.
Awesome.
Andy Shaw Ford, this is Greg.
Hi, Greg. My name's Joe. Just calling about this F-150 Lightning you've got. Is that your, that's the test drive unit that you've got there?
Yes, that's the mannequin.
Okay. Do you guys have a buyer lined up for that truck, or are you planning on hanging on to it? What's your plan with that?
Yeah, we're going to hang on to it for quite a while. And then when we get ready to sell it, we do have some people lined up for it.
Oh, you already got people in line. Okay.
Yes, sure do.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's log it. Nope. Andy Shaw. North Carolina does have a Lightning. It's a Platinum. MSRP, please call. We're just gonna say 100,000. Actually, I'm not even gonna put a price because he said not willing to sell at this time. Okay. I probably will start giving out my info to them, but I mean, because a couple dealerships have had multiple Lightnings, and I ask, how do you have multiple Lightnings? And they tell me, you know, somebody ordered, it arrived, they couldn't figure out the financing, and so they ended up with the truck. So if that's happens tomorrow at Andy Shaw Ford, he has no way to contact me. So I guess I could just end it with, give me a call if something comes up. My cat's causing havoc back here, so I'm going to kick him out and then be back. Hey, buddy. Come on. Oh, my gosh. Come here. Oh, come on. Crazy man. I put Ellie on the bedroom. Nope. Not even close. All right. Back at it. Filled out our spreadsheet. Let's go to the map and find our next victim. I'm trying to pull up the stream on my laptop. That way I can see some chat. If there's chat. Maybe there is. YouTube Studio. Here we go. Stream. Oh, for goodness sakes, get out of here. Okay. Let's see who our next one's gonna be. Platinum, yeah, I mean they're gonna get marked up for sure. I agree, Phil. Okay. We did Franklin, we did Mountain, we did Andy Shaw. What's this little guy? Egolf Ford of Brevard. Now that's confusing because there's a Volkswagen called the e-Golf. I'm sure that's not. I'm sure this is just the guy's name. Okay. Let's pull up the website. Egolf Ford. But to provide some insight here into my brain, if we find a Lightning that's not spoken for and not marked up ridiculously and isn't super expensive, my bet is that it's going to be at one of these little dealerships in the boonies, for lack of a better term, because people in that area may not want an electric vehicle. Like, if the charging infrastructure isn't great around there, they're not going to buy it. So these little dealerships are where I'm like, maybe that's where we strike gold. If nobody around that area wants an electric vehicle and has said, I want that Lightning when you're done doing test drives. Let's see. So you never know. That's why even these smaller dealerships, Ford, F-150, so it's not popping up in their inventory. Let's search it. New vehicles. Okay, nothing. So this is where we call, and just to confirm that it is truly not there. Here we go, 828-283-0345.
Thank you for calling. To ensure the highest level of customer care, this call may be recorded. Please hold while we connect your call.
Thank you for calling. Press 1 if you are a new customer. Press 2 if you are...
Thank you for calling. For quality of service, this call may be recorded.
They're so thankful that I called.
Thank you for calling e-Golf Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram in Brevard. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. Please select from the following options. For sales, press 1. For service, press 2.
Man.
Thank you for calling e-Golf in Brevard. How may I direct your call?
I guess sales.
Okay, hold just one moment, please.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling e-Golf Motors of Brevard. This is Lauren. How can I help you?
Hi, Lauren. My name's Joe. I was just calling. First question: do you have an F-150 Lightning at your dealership just for like test drives, like a mannequin?
We do not.
Okay. I was just calling to double check. Thank you.
Sure, you're welcome.
Bye. All right. I have to say, I thought I had a higher success rate on Monday with, like, it was, I don't think I found hardly any dealerships that didn't have a demo unit. So we're just going to add this one to the list. Egolf Ford in North Carolina officially does not have one. But I guess one thing I learned is that, you know, these dealerships opted in for mannequins. And so if they knew that they wouldn't be able to sell it or whatever, then they just didn't ask for a Lightning. But I wonder if they're kicking themselves because now, of course, somebody would buy a Lightning, you know, maybe not from that surrounding area, but somebody would have bought it. Oh, let's see. Let me actually minimize that. Pull this guy up. Okay. Got that pulled up. Who's our next? Taylor Waynesville Ford dealer. Taylor Motor Company in Waynesville. They look worth a try. Sometimes these dealerships surprise you. Taylor Motor Company, Waynesville. Oh, excuse me. 2022 Ford. So this is a green flag. When it's popping up in their inventory search, that's a great sign. All right, here we go. We've got a Lariat for $80,000. Gosh, I got sneezes, guys. All right, what's up? I'm gonna say hi to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna give these guys a call and see if we can learn about this Lariat that you guys can get your hands on. 828-452-5111. Speaker.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Taylor Ford. Let me help you.
Hi, I was just calling about your F-150 Lightning there. Can I just talk to a salesperson about that?
Absolutely. One moment.
Thanks.
Hey, this is Tyler. How can I help you?
Hi, Tyler. My name's Joe. I was just calling about the F-150 Lightning.
Yeah, yo.
So I guess first question, I see one listed here on your website. Is that your mannequin unit?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. That's the only Lightning you've got at this moment?
That is, yes, sir.
Okay. What's your guys' plan with that demo unit? Do you guys already have a buyer lined up for that?
Yeah, we actually already got a deposit down on it.
Okay. Alrighty. And so are you guys just hanging on to it, for the 6 months or a certain number of miles?
Yeah, that's correct. So it's 6 months or 6,000 miles, but even if we hit the 6,000 miles, we still have to wait the 6 months.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it's really the time of 6 months, and yeah, we got a call from someone and they were willing to put down the deposit on it. I think it's because we're only charging MSRP. Like we're just charging what Ford's telling us to charge, opposed to a lot of the other dealerships I've seen them listing their Lightnings for. It's like 30 grand over.
Right.
Even
the mannequin unit you're selling for MSRP?
Yes.
Wow, that's kind of you. I've talked to a lot of dealerships. Not many are doing that.
Yeah, well, we've never done the price gouge. We've never done that. So any of the vehicles, if it was an Escape or an F-150 or whatever, it's all been MSRP.
Well, that's awesome. Well, okay. Well, thanks for filling me in.
We're hoping our customer base remembers that, you know.
Yeah. Well, thanks for filling me in. I'm sorry to hear that you've already got somebody lined up, but if that falls through, do you mind reaching out to me?
No, I don't mind at all. I got your first name. What's your telephone number?
It is 480.
All right. Yeah, I'll give you a shout if anything changes. I will know something probably. I think it was 12/26 is when the time comes up. So sometime in December.
All right. Yeah. Merry Christmas to whoever ends up with this Lightning.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Thanks. Have a good one.
Thanks for calling. All right. Have a good day.
You too. Bye. Okay. Now that's interesting. I cut the audio, obviously, when I said my phone number, but they're selling their demo unit for MSRP. And so shout out to Taylor Ford, Taylor Motor Company in Waynesville, North Carolina, because I've now talked to 80 Ford dealers. He's the first one to transparently say that they'll be selling their demo unit at MSRP. Those are the dealerships that deserve gold stars from a consumer perspective. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if you could hear him on the phone. They do already have a deposit down. And, I should have asked. I've heard that from a few dealers. What's the deposit? Are we talking $1,000? Are we talking, 5% of the MSRP? Because I've heard that from a few. Taylor Motor Company, Waynesville. I'm just going to call it Taylor Motor Company. And that's in North Carolina. They do have one. It's a Lariat MSRP, which I think is like $80,000. But if anything, guys, that just reinvigorates the search, because that just goes to show there are dealers out there that are going to sell these demo units and not mark them up. So the search continues. Shout out to Taylor Motor Company for doing the right thing. We move on. Let's see what this is. Ken Wilson Ford. Ken Wilson Ford. Let's pull him up. Now the downside is that the moment this stream is over, all this info is possibly. Oh, okay. So you can see here at Ken Wilson, they've got two different tabs on their inventory. They have F-150 Lightning and then display until December. So let's see what their display is. Okay, well, they don't have any. Get out of here. Go back. Let's just see what comes up for F1. So there are two on their website. They've got a platinum and a platinum. But to me, what's jumping out at me is I think this is the same truck, and they just have it listed twice since they're both ice blue silver platinums. I guess let's just call and see if they've got somebody. Even though, admittedly, this is my least favorite part of this process, is calling about platinums, because you and I both know I can't afford it. 828 648 2313. But I just like calling and getting more info,
Thank you for calling Ken Wilson Ford. Our sales department hours are Monday through Saturday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you know your party's extension, please dial it now. Press 1 for new car sales.
Please wait while I transfer your call.
Kim Wilson Ford.
Hi, this is Joe. I was just calling with some questions about the Ford F-150 Lightning you've got on your website.
So, we don't have one for sale. The ones that have come in and been sold. I could get a salesman to answer some questions about some Lightnings for you.
That'd be great.
Okay, hold on.
you holding for?
I was just a salesperson. I had some questions about the Lightning.
Okay, all right. Maybe I can help you there with that.
Okay, I guess first I just wanted to verify on the website, it makes it look like you've got 2, but I'm guessing you've just got your demo unit there.
Got our demo unit, and we had 2 that came in, sold orders.
Right. Okay.
I don't have anything in stock for sale.
So do you guys have a buyer lined up for that, the demo unit once you're allowed to sell it?
I think they do. I think they've got a list, as a matter of fact. But I just have to check on it and see.
Okay.
I'd be glad to put you on it though.
It's okay. It's a little out of my price range. I just wanted to double check. But
our demos out of your price range?
well, is it a platinum?
No, it's XL. It's like $49,000.
Oh, okay. See, that's not showing up on your website. It says your display until December is a platinum.
Not unless we've got one coming in that I'm not aware of. We had a platinum. We had 2 platinums come in. And they were retail sold orders.
Okay.
Our demo that we have here now is XL.
Oh, okay. And you've got people ready to. Has anyone put a deposit down on that vehicle?
That I don't know. I just have to check and see.
Okay. While you're at it, can you just take a picture of it and text it to me? That way we're firm on which trim it is.
It's XL.
For the Lightning? The XLT?
No, it's XL. It's XL Lightning.
Oh, okay. I thought there was Pro and XLT.
There's the XL, XLT. There's the Platinum. I don't know if they've got anything else in there or not, but yeah, this is a basic work truck.
Okay. Yeah, will you just send me a picture of it?
I'll be glad to.
Okay.
What is your name?
First name Joe.
And your last name? All right, Joe. What's his cell number? I can text that to. Where's that at?
It's a Arizona area code, but I'm in Ohio.
Okay. All right, Joe. Let me. I'll check on the status of it also, and I'll check on when it goes off the demo. Try to get that information to you. It might take me a little bit to get all that rounded up, but I will get you a picture and send it to you.
Awesome. Yeah. Just feel free to text me all that info. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so that's a first. Their website, as you see, lists 2 platinums. And I'm glad I clarified, because I said it's out of my price range, and then he said he sounded surprised, and he said that the demo is an XL, which, as you and I know, is not a trim of Lightning. I'm guessing it's an XLT, but he seemed... Anyways, he's going to send me a picture. He did say they already have some people lined up, unfortunately. But if you're watching this stream, you want an XLT, you don't want to wait, you're willing to pay a premium, that Ken Wilson Ford, I'm going to log it, Ken Wilson. But guys, this just goes to show why it's always worth calling. Because, you know, if their website would just make you think they have a platinum that they're not even willing to sell, and that's just not the case. I'm going to put a question mark since we're all kind of confused about what trim it actually is. But he did say there's a list. I like to just jog my own memory with this stuff, guys. Here we go. All right, on to the next. That was Ken Wilson. Now we're going to do, we did Egolf. We did that one. finally we've reached Asheville Ford. Now this is a biggie. This looks like a big dealer. Oh, I need some coffee, guys. Storm chasing will take it out of you. But you interact with so many people making these phone calls. But you see how every dealer does it a little differently. Here we go. Asheville Ford, North Carolina. This looks right. Go to the website. Any make, Ford, any model. Okay, so like we've said before, always a great sign when they've got a drop-down option for the Lightning. So I'm guessing this is going to be their demo unit. It's a Platinum. Kind of a bummer, but let's call and make sure. Because if we learned anything from the last phone call, you know, it doesn't always match up. They might have new info for us. But I have also had dealers tell me that even reservation holders that convert their orders and those get shipped to the dealership, I've had dealerships tell me that those trucks automatically populate on their dealer website, even though they're already spoken for, you know, they're for a reservation holder. So that can be confusing. So be on the lookout for that. Here we go. A snipe hunt indeed. Okay. Yeah, Michael, I said the same thing.
Ford Lincoln, this is Debbie. How may I direct your call?
Sales?
One moment, please.
Hello, this is Christian with sales. How can I help you?
Hi, Christian. My name's Joe. I was just calling about the Lightning that you've got listed on your website.
Yeah, sure. Let me make sure it's the right one here. So
Okay.
We do have one. It is technically a mannequin.
Right.
Whereas we cannot sell it, but you're welcome to come and see it.
Okay. Do you guys have a buyer lined up for that mannequin once you know, is there like a certain time frame?
I mean, but you could be one of the first people I call.
Okay.
When it is available, because it should be available anytime pretty soon, because we've had it for, I think it's got to be like 6 months, and I think it's like 6 to 8 months.
Okay, because different dealerships are handling that differently, but so I just wanted to verify. It's 6 months. Once you've had it 6 months, you're allowed to sell it.
Yeah, well, so they're not going to take a deposit on it.
Okay.
Before it's available, but it's kind of like the day it becomes available, then we all just make a bunch of calls and try and kind of a free for all.
Gotcha.
But just to let you know, it's going to be selling for more than that sticker price.
Okay. Well,
I think it's probably going to go like 15 to 20 over, would be my guess.
Right. Well, I appreciate your transparency. If you have any other Lightning orders that come into your dealership and fall through, will you just give me a call?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, but you know, the market for those, they're probably all going to be over sticker.
Yeah.
Are you, okay. Yeah, I mean, but if you're willing, like, let me get your information, and then if I can call you when I know more information about this Lightning, I can call you about that. Okay.
The Platinum's probably out of my price range, but if any of if you have any others come
like
through,
yeah, they might do like 10, you know, so you might get it for around 100.
Oh, yeah, that's too rich for my blood.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Sure. Yeah. What's your name and number, and I'll call you if we get anything else.
First name Joe. Last name Herzog. Herzog.
Okay. And Joe, what's your zip code? Perfect. Okay. If any other orders fall through, like you said, I'll call you.
All right, I appreciate that. Thanks so much.
No problem, Joe.
Okay, bye. Okay. So that one's pretty transparent. I appreciate that he was upfront about, they're going to mark it up, and that's what most dealerships are doing right now. So, not anything outlandish that we heard. He even told me how much they plan on marking it up, which was very kind of him. Asheville Ford, we already filled that out, so they do have one. It is a platinum. And he quoted 100,000. But he said they were approaching their 6-month cutoff, which, I mean, every dealership is. No deposit down yet. Okay. But nobody's put a deposit down for it, so if you have got 100,000 burning a hole in your pocket, it might be worth calling Asheville Ford if you want a white Lightning Platinum. Okay, on we go. That was Asheville Ford. Let's zoom out. I want to make sure I don't miss any. Okay, let's see if anything pops up. We're working our way from west to east. Happy Valley Ford, I think that's up in Asheville. We already did that one. Auto Sales. Wheel City Motors. Egolf, we did them. Parks Ford Hendersonville is next on the list. I saw some people in the chat. Yeah, and I agree. That first salesman seemed like he was a little confused. I don't fault him for that. They got to know a lot about a lot of cars. Dealership in New York that had 5 Lightnings for sale. Whew. Were any of them a pro, Gary? That's the real question. That's what we're searching for. At least that's what I'm searching for. In the meantime, Parks Ford. Parks Ford in Hendersonville, North Carolina. Search new. So I don't see Lightning popping up. Make Ford. Model F-150, police responder. So it doesn't say Lightning on the drop down, so that doesn't give me a ton of faith. Let's see what comes up when we search F-150, new inventory. I don't think it's going to pop up, but we're still going to give them a call. Whoa! Here we go. There she is. We've struck gold. We found one of the rare Fair Ford in Williamson, North Carolina. We'll get there. This is oh, they have a couple different ones listed. Ford F-150 Pro. All right, guys, is this the one? I feel like I'm opening a Pokemon pack. Here we go. We're gonna give them a call. This is that 1 in 20. I have noticed that every Pro Lightning demo unit is white, which makes sense. I mean, luckily that's the color I wanted anyways, but let's give them a call. I'm trying not to get my hopes up, guys. Can you hear the excitement in my voice? 828. Okay, before I press call, they probably are not going, they've probably got a buyer lined up, so I'm not getting my hopes up. But I went to Ford's website, I did a build and price of a 2023 Pro with what I wanted, and it was like $52,000, which means if they have a $10,000 markup on this Pro, it might be worth considering. Let's give them a call.
Thank you for calling Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Your call may be recorded for quality assurance.
Oh.
For service, press 1.
That truck
For
looks
sales,
so good.
Press 2. For parts, press 3. For quick lane,
I wasn't listening.
commercial sales, press 1. Retail sales, press 2.
morning. Thanks for calling Park Ford. This is Chase. How can I help you?
Hi, my name's Joe. I had a question about these Lightnings that you've got listed on your website here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So first of all, you've got 2 on your website. Is that accurate? Do you actually have 2 on your lot, or?
We got, so one of them is just a show vehicle.
Okay.
Ford.
Is that the white
the
one?
That's going to be the gray one.
Okay.
And the white one that we have on there is going to be a fleet vehicle. So a company has purchased that a long time ago, and it's just coming in, and it'll stay on our website until they come and pick their vehicle up.
Gotcha. Okay. So your mannequin unit, the test drive unit, is the Lariat.
Let's see. We should have the XLT, the gray one.
Yes. The website's calling it a Lariat, but I trust you. I believe you.
So yeah, we have it sitting inside the showroom right here.
Oh, nice. So do you guys have a buyer lined up for that XLT?
So the XLT, it's from Ford. So what they're going to do with it is auction it off. After we have to keep it for so many months, and then Ford themselves, not the dealership, is going to auction it.
That's interesting. I haven't heard that from any other dealerships, but that's one way to do it. So the dealership isn't going to hold an auction?
I think it might be at our dealership, but it's all going to be through Ford. Also, let me check on this gray one. This is actually brand new to the website as of this morning.
Okay.
But I'm going to put you on hold for like 2 seconds, grab my new car manager, and see what's going on with this one, the Lariat you were talking about.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, so full transparency, we cannot afford this Lariat. However, interesting that they've got 2 on the website.
At the perfect price. Here at Parks Ford Hendersonville.
But he was making it sound like it's an XLT.
With everyday low prices, honest service, and unmatched selection. We value your time, and we apologize for the wait. Someone will be right with you.
Also, the auction thing? Nobody has said that.
Service. Our experienced staff is comprised of the best factory-trained technicians dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly. Don't miss out on our daily specials. Find coupons or make your appointment online at parksfordhendersonville.com. Please continue to stay on the line. Someone will be right with you.
That's why this is such an interesting exercise. Even if we don't find a Lightning, this is great data gathering.
We uphold the Parks promise. It's a way of life.
This is great data gathering. Yep, I'm here.
Okay, so I just talked to the new car manager. That Lightning actually is also a customer order.
Okay, gotcha. The Lariat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the white one is a fleet vehicle, so that's sold, and then the Lariat is a customer order. So do you have a test drive unit at your dealership?
We have a unit you can come look at. I'm not sure about test drive. I think I'd have to check on that.
Okay. So is the test drive unit sold, and that's why you're not doing test drives?
That's the one that Ford owns and not the dealership.
That's right. You told me that. Sorry about that.
The one I was telling you about.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, let's see. I guess that's all my questions for you. If that fleet truck falls through or something, I'd love it if you could give me a call.
Yeah, here, let me take down your name and number real quick.
Okay.
And if either of them fall through, I'll give you a call.
That'd be great.
All right, whenever you're ready.
First name Joseph, Joseph. Last name Herzog, Herzog.
Okay.
Phone number is 48.
Are you local here to Hendersonville?
No, my phone number is Arizona area code, but I live in Ohio. But searching for a Lightning, you got to cast a wide net.
Yeah, I mean, they're about impossible to get. But yeah, if either of these two, I'd say the odds of the Fleet one falling through are almost zero. But
Right,
if the
right.
Lariat falls through that we have here, I'll let you know.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so much juicy info from, where are we at? They all blur together. Parks Ford in Hendersonville. So, got my hopes up with the Pro, but that's exactly what we were just talking about. Because the dealership is receiving that truck, it automatically populates on the website, which somebody had to go out and take these photos, so that kind of confuses me how that happens. But anyways, automatically populates, so that one is already sold. Heartbroken. The search continues. He said they have an XLT, and that's their test drive unit, and he said that Ford is going to auction it off. Not the dealership. Ford is going to take the truck back and auction it. We've talked to 80 Ford dealers. Nobody else has said that, so I find that so interesting. My guess is that the dealership is going to hold an auction once they've had it for 6 months. So, I wonder if dealers can sell Fleet Pros to retail customers. That's a great question. My guess would be you have to submit a fleet order for at least 5 trucks. So you'd have to find 4 friends, go to your Ford dealer, but not a bad idea. Okay, so there we have it. I gotta write down what we found there, guys. That was all juicy info. But it's a bummer because he said they're gonna auction that XLT, which means it's gonna go for way over sticker. That was Parks Ford, Hendersonville, North Carolina. They do have an XLT. I'm just gonna write plan to auction. So that will not be our Lightning. Oh man, but God, doesn't that Pro just look good? Ugh, like that just, I want it. I want it. All right, search continues. We just did that one. Stotts Ford Incorporated. So the Incorporateds, I feel like on average are smaller. Wow. Do they have a website? A website's not popping up. I think we're gonna skip Stotts Ford. Search this area. So we've got, but see, this is just showing us towns. Like, show me Ford dealers. Columbus. Oh, that's Stotts Ford. Gotcha. Okay. What about Sisk Family Ford? All right. This could be the one, guys. I doubt dealers can sell fleet retail. It's a big no-no. Here we go. My adrenaline's pumping from seeing that from seeing the Pro pop up there. It really is truly so rare to see the Pro as a demo unit. I got spoiled because one of my 3 local Ford dealers has a white Pro as their demo unit. F-150. Okay, so they don't have the Lightning listed in their drop-down inventory, but we're going to search it anyways. Search. I never have much luck with the search bar on these dealership websites, yeah. But we're going to call Sisk Family Ford just to be sure that they don't really have one. Clay, thanks for the shout out. Glad you're enjoying it. My goal for this live stream was to hit 20 concurrent viewers. So if you guys have friends that are also in the search for Lightnings, please send them this link. I plan on continuing this search. We've only done 3 states. There's 47 to go. I would call the dealer that didn't have a website. Well, okay, Phil. I'm gonna, just for Phil, audience engagement. I'm going to call, but it is real small, Stotts Ford. But sometimes they laugh at me. They're like, of course we don't have one. Are you an idiot? So that takes an emotional toll I try not to waste, their time, but you never know. Phil, if they have a Lightning and I buy it, I will be forever indebted to you. Let's call Stotts Ford. It looks like it's under renovation. Maybe I'm crazy. All right, let's do it. But I have kind of gotten that attitude from dealers when I ask about the Lightning. First of all, you can hear the pause and trepidation in their voice the moment you say Lightning, because they're like, oh no, I'm gonna have to break the bad news to this guy that they're super rare. Yeah, I forgot where I was going with that, but let's give them a call. But yeah, some of them are kind of standoffish too, because they're like, we all know dealerships aren't a huge fan of the Lightning because of the way this process has been handled, and electric vehicles aren't going to get sold at dealerships in the future by Ford. So there's a little bit of tension there. Most of the interactions I've had with these 80 Ford dealers have been very positive. A lot of people have been very polite. But some of them are like, they give you that attitude like, of course we don't have a Lightning, and of course we can't sell you one. Okay, Stotts Ford. Moment of truth. 6627. Here we go. Just for Phil.
Stotts Ford.
Hi, my name's Joe. I was just calling. Do you guys have, can I talk to one of your salesmen?
Sure, one moment.
Thank you. That's funny.
This is Howard. How may I help you?
Hi, Howard. My name's Joe. Just calling to ask, do you guys have any of those test drive F-150 Lightnings at your dealership?
I have one here, but the one that we have is sold to a customer, and no one can drive it or anything, but it's here for people to look at, but nothing to drive.
Okay, I appreciate you being honest with me. So just for my peace of mind, what trim level is that Lightning that's already been sold?
Let me pull it up here and see if I'm thinking XLT.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure, so give me a minute here and I'll take a look to make sure.
Okay.
Before I commit and open my mouth and stick my foot in it.
Right.
They may not have it on the website anymore, so I might have to run outside and get it for you if that's okay.
Oh, that's fine. I'm willing to wait.
Yeah, let me just see if it pulls up for sure or not. Let's see. Nope. Let me go out. Hang on.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so sounds like they had an XLT. So shout out to Phil. I never even would have called. However, it has already been sold. And guys, I understand. I get that that's going to be the case for most of these, but it will be worth it if we find one. So he had an XLT. It's already been sold. But I still like to learn. When he says we sold it, I'm not going to hang up. I still want to kind of gather data on what trims ended up as demo units. Obviously, it's mostly Lariats. Yeah, Phil, maybe it's an XL. That's going to be a running joke now, isn't it? That poor guy. He was really confident that it was an XL Lightning. I tried to choke down my attitude and be like, that is not a thing. That literally doesn't exist.
Sorry for that delay. It is a Lariat.
Lariat, gotcha. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And just so my hope is if I come across a dealership that doesn't have one that's already spoken for, to buy it. So what process did he go through to put his name on that Lariat? Did he just give you a certain deposit?
Well, actually, It was a vehicle that was ordered a year ago, and that's the only reason we have it. And it's the only one we're going to get for right now, anyhow.
So it was
because the order bank is closed as far as I know on the Lightning right now. So until that opens back up, you can't even order one.
Right. So this wasn't one of the mannequin demo units. This was a customer order, and he's just letting you guys have it to show people.
Well, he agreed to. See, we only were getting one from Ford, so he agreed to let us have it here for the 6-month program with Ford, and that's how we. Otherwise, we wouldn't even have this one.
Gotcha.
Because that initial build that they did went to everywhere except along here in South Carolina and other southeastern states. They didn't get a lot of the what is it, 30 or 40,000 of them that they built. They went to like California and Washington D.C. I think.
Gotcha. Well, if I give you my information, will you just give me a call if you have any other Lightning orders that fall through?
Okay, I definitely will. Let me get your information, sir. Hang on. Let me grab a pen. Go ahead.
First name Joseph.
Okay.
Last name Herzog.
Last name?
Herzog.
Okay. Phone number, Joe? Okay. Anything that comes along, if that happens, or I know of one that's available, I will let you know. And I also will let you know when the order bank opens again, in case that's an option for you. I don't know. I'm just letting you know.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your help today.
You're welcome, Joe, and thank you for calling Stotts Ford. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Have a good day, sir.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow, what a nice fella. Okay, so yeah, Phil, great advice, and that's advice I would offer to everybody. As you put in the legwork to find a demo unit, I mean, I've already come across multiple dealer websites where they say they have two Lightnings. One is the demo Lightning, and the other is a Lightning that was ordered by a customer. They couldn't finance, and so it's just sitting on their lot. Like, it happens. Now, obviously, those units sell quickly, but it happens, and that's why, casting a wide net, over 80 Ford dealers now have my phone number. We're just increasing the likelihood that we get a phone call from somebody saying, an order fell through, and are you willing to pay X for this truck? And you can say no, that's fine, but at least you were given the opportunity, because with this process with Ford, I will say I don't feel like we've been given a lot of opportunities or control over this process. We've just been getting thrown around by the waves. So here we go. Sisk Family Ford, we already called them. Is that? Yeah, that's where we just were. So let me log that. In North Carolina, they don't. But that was interesting. He said they didn't get a mannequin unit. They just sold a Lightning to a customer, and that guy is letting it sit at the dealership so that people can come look at it, which is really nice of that guy. But I'm going to say no. No, they do not have a Lightning. And we're going to move on. Okay, we did that one. Morganton. I think somebody in the chat recommended a dealership in Morganton. Interesting content, website. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Okay. Here we go. This is Cloninger Ford of Morganton. Let's check the website here. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I'm already so surprised by how many people have hung out and watched the stream. Let's see. And one thing I thought about while I was on hold with that guy, this may not end with getting a Lightning for me or for you or for whoever, but at least we can feel proactive. At least we feel like we're, doing something rather than just waiting for an email from Ford. Okay, Cloninger Ford of Morganton. Okay. Hit the website. Make Ford model. Hey, they have a drop down. That's a good sign. Pro. It's a Lariat. Okay. We'll give him a call and see what the deal is with this Lariat, in case any of you are in a rush to get your hands on a Lariat. All right, here we go.
Thank you for calling Chronicle Ford. How can I call?
Sales, please.
Hold, please.
Hi, Jared. My name's Joe. I was just calling about this Lightning that you've got listed on your website.
Let me see. I think it is already sold. It was just an ordered unit that came in.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, they're extreme. We probably had 300 inquiries on the first year of orders, and we only got 2.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those people. Well, so it's what I'm seeing on the website. It's a blue Lariat. Is that your mannequin unit, or is that a customer ordered unit?
Let me see here. So that one's actually showing at our Salisbury store.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so I'd say it's their mannequin.
Okay. And then does your dealership have a mannequin unit?
We do not.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure. I'm just trying to see what everybody's got. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye. So here's why I didn't have him take down my info. He said they already have 300, people on their list. This is fun for an EV addict. It's like watching somebody gamble, right? Like every time you roll the dice and it could come up snake eyes or it could come up sevens, it's I'm glad Phil's into it. I'm glad. So this is one of those weird things where if Cloninger has multiple dealerships in a region, sometimes their website will just condense all of their inventory. So he's saying that the Lariat that's showing up on screen here is actually at a different dealership. He said that he, though, did not have a demo. So I'm going to update our thing accordingly. So this is Cloninger Morganton. Not Morgantown, Morganton in North Carolina. He said they don't have one. But yeah, if he's already got 300 people that have called him about Lightnings, I'm not eager to be at the bottom of a list of 300 people. He's got other people he can reach out to if he has a local, if he has a Lightning fall into his lap. So we did that one. What's way up here in Rutherwood? Modern Ford of Boone. All right. Let's see what they got. And at the very least, this will serve as a historical record of how hard it was to get your hands on an electric pickup truck in 2022. So let's see here. New. I don't see Lightning on their drop-down menu. Let's year, make, Ford, model. No, they don't have it. So that's usually not a good start. That's for the trade. Test drive our Lariat. So I actually just got a text from one of the... Whoa! I just got a text from one of the dealers that I... hold on, let me switch cameras. One of the dealers I called on Monday at Ken Wilson Ford. This is our demo. It's spoken for, but it's a Pro. He sent me a picture just to tease me. Hold on, I'm gonna switch. Look at this puppy right there. He texted me and he said, there she is, but she's spoken for. So, search continues. We just got to find one that's not. Sorry, guys. It looked like I just rolled out of bed. It's because I did. Alright, so here we are at Modern Ford of Boone. Lightning. There's a color of Ford EcoSport called Lightning Blue. And so, a lot of times that'll be the only result when I search Lightning. Okay, let's just look at their new vehicles. Features. Transmission. I just want Lightning. Oh, I saw some trucks pop up, but none of these look like Lightnings to me. So we'll give them a call still. Why are all these? Oh, maybe because it's got like a Lightning adapter. I don't know. Okay, we're going to call them just to see what we can learn, guys. Let me jump back over, see what's going on. That's the XL guy. Thank you, Clay. Wait, was Ken Wilson today? It was. Ugh. See, I told you, Ken. I told you there wasn't an XL. He said work trim, and I wasn't brave enough to correct him. Oh, I'm going to respond, and I'm going to say, if that falls through, please call me immediately. Did he put a deposit down already? There's hope, guys. Thank you, Clay, for staying engaged with the stream. Because I was like, I mean, when you get a text with a picture of a pro, you know, your heart starts racing. Okay, we're going to call Modern Ford of Boone. Here we go. If you're just tuning into the stream, we are working our way across North Carolina, calling every Ford dealership to see if we can find a demo Lightning that is not already spoken for. Off stream, I already went through Ohio and most of West Virginia. So I don't know how many Ford dealers there are in North Carolina, but it seems like the density is lower. So who knows? We might need another state to get suggested here soon. Let's see. 828-264. All right, here we go. They don't have one on the website, so I'm not optimistic.
Thanks for calling Modern Ford of Boone. If you know your party's 5-digit extension, you may dial it at any time.
I don't.
For service, press 1. For sales, press 2.
Modern Ford of Boone, this is Tristan. How can I help you?
Hi, Tristan. My name's Joe. I was just calling. So do you have a test drive, like mannequin F-150 Lightning at your dealership?
We do not.
Okay. Just wanted to check. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, and I guess I could have had him take down my info and do the whole spiel, but if they don't have a test drive Lightning, the odds of them, you know, having an order that falls through, I'd rather just scoot on over to the next one. So that was Modern Ford of Boone. And maybe I'm reading too far into this, but if they didn't ask for a mannequin Lightning from Ford, they looked at their geographic region and said, we don't have a lot of interest in electric vehicles, which means it's not like they're sitting on 100 Lightning reservations that could fall through. I'm probably reading too far into that, but Modern Ford of Boone in North Carolina does not. So guys, we're kind of striking out here. That's 3 in a row. Cloninger, Paramount Ford. Paramount Ford. All right. I like the way this looks. Paramount Ford in North Carolina website. Yeah, they don't have a drop down. Let's see. Oh, they only have 16 vehicles, but hey. Oh, Ford F-150 Lightning Lariat. I bet that's their test drive unit. There it is. Okay, they have it listed twice for some reason. Oh, man. And they straight up, they're not saying call the dealer. They're not saying MSRP. They're saying give us $113,000 or don't bother calling. I mean, they're very transparent with their pricing, so I guess I'm going to call just to see if they truly have two. Just to see. Just for fun. Just for the content, right? Anthony suggested Michigan. That's true, Michael. Yeah, some can't sell EVs, so that's up to them. That, you know, that's possible as well. All right, we're calling Paramount Ford because they have two Lariat Lightnings. Now, they are advertised at a markup. So this is where I kind of feel bad calling because I know I can't afford these trucks, but I'm doing it for you guys, you know? I don't know what you guys' income is. Okay. All right, here we go.
To connect this call now, press 1.
That seems
to provide the very best service, this call may be recorded.
I don't hear anything.
Thank you for calling Paramount Ford Hyundai. For the sales department, please dial 4. For the service department, please...
Getting there.
Good morning, Paramount Ford Hyundai. This is Tammy. How may I direct your call?
Sales, please.
Okay, have you entered an internet request or spoken to anyone previously?
No, I have not.
Thank you. One moment, please.
This is Jordan Cook with Paramount. How may I help you?
Hi, my name's Joe. I was just calling about these Lightnings that you've got listed on your website.
Yeah.
So
Get my computer pulled up here.
I guess
What do you want to know about them?
my first question is, do you truly have two Lariat Lightnings, or because I see two posted and they look very similar, so I just wanted to clarify how many you've got.
Yeah. I have 3. One's a demo, so we can't sell it. But I have one black and one navy blue.
Okay. So you've got 3 units. Now, which of those 3 units is the demo unit?
Trying to see here. I think it's a black one or a navy blue one. Let's see. It's navy blue. But I have, like I said, I have available for sale. I have one black and one navy blue.
Okay, very cool. Can I ask how were those just like customer orders that fell through? Because most dealerships don't have 3 sitting around.
No, we actually went out to the auction and bought them so we could have them available to sell on our lot.
Nice. Okay, very cool. And so I see the Lariat. And sorry, what trim is your demo unit?
Let's see. One second.
Okay.
I believe they're all Lariats.
Okay.
All 3 of them are Lariats, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's all the info. You've got your prices listed there online. Lariats little too expensive for me, but if you have any other Lightning orders that fall through, will you just give me a call?
Yeah, we've not started receiving any of our orders. Like I said, no, right now we've just been getting them through auction.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, let me pick your brain while I've got you. I'm guessing you're not seeing a lot of the Pro trim at these auctions?
That's above me. I'm not actually the one. That'd be a question for the guy that goes and does that. So
Okay. All right. Well, thanks.
find out for you. But,
No, it's okay.
Right now, the ones we have are not the pros.
Gotcha. All right.
They
Thanks.
are just the regular Lightnings.
Okay. Thanks for your time.
Yep.
All right. Bye. Interesting. Okay. So he said that all of the Lightning, so they got a demo Lightning, but then the two that they have for sale, they bought at auction. I have not heard a dealer say that, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. That's an example of a dealer who has a very firm grasp on what these trucks will be worth, and they're very confident in what the trucks will be worth because they're listing them for $113. So, I mean, they probably bought them for $100 or $90, and they're going to make a buck. No question about that. Exciting to hear that there are dealerships out there that just have multiple sitting around. Bummer that they're marked up, but if you're someone who can afford that, it sounds like Paramount Ford that's the most Lightnings I've seen in one place after looking at 88 Ford dealers. So if you're in a hurry, that's where to go. But, I have a sneaking suspicion for you guys watching, what trim are you guys interested in? Now, I mean, you guys know I'm in the Pro camp. Michael, okay. That is interesting. Now, so I have seen Lightnings and Rivians on like Cars and Bids. So like, I don't think it's unreasonable. Like if he is lying, it's a good lie. It's a believable lie. But yeah, I mean, I didn't think to, even if I had seen your chat, I probably wouldn't have said anything. But that's interesting. I mean, there's plenty of people that got early Lightnings and flipped them for money, like consumers. So I wouldn't be surprised if a dealership swooped in. Anthony's in the Pro camp for sure. All right, well, me and Anthony are going to be fighting over the next Pro that I find. Let's see. So Paramount Ford had 3, and they were all Lariats. Okay, on to the next. Search continues for our Pro. I might be able to convince myself to buy an XLT. Clay already ordered a Pro. Build estimate 1024. Clay, jealous, so jealous. Clay, when was your Clay, when did you reserve? Jose. Well, Jose, hold on. Did you hear that we might get to order Pros and XLTs after September 30th? Because that's big news. Tim Bartz shared that on his live stream earlier this week. I was like, that's why I started calling dealerships, is because I thought it was game over for reservation holders. But then this news from Tim that we might get to, I mean, I'm still searching both for you guys and in the event that we don't get to order our Pros in October. But let's see here. What's our next? Modern Ford Boone. We already called them. I want to scoot on over. I'm trying to get all of... So like Charlotte's definitely going to have some Ford dealers. There we go. Wow, a bunch just popped up. Friendship Ford of Lenoir. Yeah, Jose, I mean, I'm day 7, but with allotments and everything, I don't know. I'm holding out hope. But, Jose, all the more reason that we're sitting here, we're being proactive. We are searching out a demo Lightning for a reasonable price that's not spoken for. Reserve day 1. So Clay just ordered, but he was day 1. And he extended. You were one of the lucky ones that got, and you were in model year 2022. Best of luck. Yeah, we're going to need it, Clay. All right, so a bunch of new dealerships just popped up. Friendship Ford of Lenoir. Lenore? I don't know. Here we go. Website. Inventory, make, Ford, model. So it doesn't have Lightning in their drop down. But for those of you guys just tuning in, we did come across a dealership earlier that said they're going to sell their demo unit at MSRP. And I think it was Taylor Motor Company. So good dealerships exist. They are out there. We just have to find one that has a Lightning, not spoken for yet, or maybe an order that fell through. Well, and Jose, I also have seen more Rivians than Lightnings. I've seen one Lightning on the road in Cincinnati, Ohio. I've seen maybe 4 Rivians. But Rivian started this process a lot earlier. So let's see here. We're going to call Friendship Ford. See what they got.
Thank you for calling. To ensure the highest level of customer care, this call may be recorded.
I'm gonna...
Please hold while we connect your call.
Thank you for calling Friendship Ford of Lenore. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. Please press 1 for sales. Please press 2 for service, 3 for parts, or press 4 for finance.
I totally zone out when they do the menu.
Friendship Ford. This is Holden Sales. How can I help you?
Hi, my name's Joe. I was just calling to ask, at your dealership there, do you have a Lightning that you're just hanging on to for like test drives, like a demo unit?
I do not, no sir.
Okay, just wanted to be sure.
But, where are you from, buddy?
I'm in Ohio, but I'm just searching for what dealerships have test drive Lightnings, you know, trying to find one that's not spoken for already.
Gotcha. Let me check another Ford store real quick in Bristol, Tennessee. And see what they have available. Because I was up there the other day and they had one.
Oh, like a test drive unit?
I'm not sure. I just know they had it sitting out there on the lot.
Okay. And sorry, what was the name of this? What was the name of the dealership?
Friendship Ford.
Okay, and it's just one of your other locations?
Yeah, in Bristol, yes, sir.
Bristol.
Let me check and see real fast.
Okay.
I don't know if they have it online or anything. I know it was white in color.
Ooh, that's a good start.
I do not see it. I don't see if they posted it online. I don't know if it was a pre-order. I really don't know, but I'll be more than happy to give you the number. If
Yeah.
you want to call them.
I don't. Let me grab a pen, because yes, I definitely am gonna give them a call. Okay, I'm ready when you are.
All right, my friend. It is. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
814-0013.
Okay. Thank you so much for your help today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye. Okay, so he said that the other Friendship Ford location had a white one on display. Here's why my ears perked up with white. Every Demo Pro Lightning that I have seen has been white. I feel like a lot of the Lariats are, I don't know. I mean, it's an even, distribution. Let's see. Did you hear what Jim said? Basically contradicted everything. I have not seen this quote, Jose, but I'll have to find it. Larry, shout out to Larry for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Yeah, just trying to put in some legwork and feel proactive, Larry. But we have, Larry in the chat. Congrats to Larry. Both 2 big additions to his family recently. 1, a child. 2, an F-150 Lightning Lariat order. So that's a heck of a month. So congrats. Let's give Friendship Ford in Bristol a call. And he gave me the number. But if I know anything about Bristol, that is where there's like a big NASCAR event that happens in Bristol. So if there's a lot of motorheads in that town, I'm sure somebody has already put their name down for this Lightning. But let's see.
Call may be recorded for quality assurance.
Thank you for calling Friendship Ford of Bristol. For our service department, please press 1. For our sales department, please press 2. For our parts department, please.
We're dealing at your Friendship Ford of Bristol home lifetime warranty. How may I help you today?
I've got a question about the F-150 Lightning. So I guess if you have a salesperson that's been taking the lead on that.
Yeah, let me see if I can't get one for you. Hang on just a moment.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
They had to pay for the rights to this song. Is this Rascal Flatts? I don't want to get demonetized. Then again, none of my videos are monetized, so I don't want a copyright strike. I've got to hold the phone away. It's a great song, though. It's one of those songs that really gets white people going. So their hold music is a playlist of car-themed songs. This stream has completely derailed because now we're just talking about Rascal Flatts. Now I'm listening to Grease Lightning. Okay. I'm starting to wonder if I'm not going to get transferred to anybody. Okay, now it's a song about Mustangs. I'm starting to lose hope here. I'm going to hang up and call back. As much as I was enjoying that playlist. 423 814-0013.
May be recorded for quality assurance.
Thank you for calling Friendship Ford of Bristol. For our service department, please press 1. For our sales department, please press 2. For our parts department, please press 3. For our finance department, please press 4.
Friendship Ford of Bristol, home of the lifetime warranty. Can I help you with the service equipment?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get to sales. Are you able to transfer me? Oh, she hung up on me. I warned you guys, whenever the menu comes up and it says, press 1 for service. Like, my brain just totally shuts off. Usually 1 is sales. Guys, my brain is turning to mush.
Thank you for calling Friendship Ford of Bristol. For our service department, please press 1. For our sales department, please press 2. For our parts department, please press 3.
We're dealing at Friendship on the lifetime warranty. This is Emily. What vehicle are we looking at today?
Hi. I had a question about the Lightning. I think they tried to transfer me to sales and nobody picked up. So, are you the right person to talk to?
Yeah, I'll answer the best I can. I'm not 100% sure familiar with the Lightnings. I'm trying to see if there was a salesperson at the desk I can get you with. I'm so sorry. Hold on just 1 second.
No, that's okay.
Okay, there's not, but if you want to go ahead and ask me, I can see what I can do, and if not, I'll just get your questions down and hand them over to one of our product specialists and have them reach back out to you. Does that sound okay?
Yeah. Really, the first one is, do you have a Lightning there at your dealership that's just like for test drives, like a mannequin unit?
I know that we have one, like a demo.
Yeah.
Over here, but I'm not sure if they allow you to test drive it.
Okay.
I'll put that down for sure.
Okay, and then also what trim level is that, like, test drive demo unit would be my next question.
I know it's like the most base one, so it's like the.
Okay, that's good. That's good news. That's awesome. And then my last question for the sales manager or whoever would be, do you already have a buyer lined up for that truck when you plan on selling it?
Awesome. And I will get that down to him, because I personally have no idea.
Okay. And when you will you just have him call me back ideally sometime today?
Yeah. What's a good phone number for you?
It is for
Awesome. And what's your first and last name?
first name Joe, last name Herzog, Herzog.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Joe. I will get this over to one of our product specialists and have them reach out to you.
All right, thank you so much.
That's my pleasure. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Red alert. We have found a pro demo unit. Now, I'm sure they've already got somebody lined up for it, but that is hugely positive. What are the odds? Maybe they'll call and say, no, we don't have anybody that's really interested. I'm your guy. It could happen. Pro. But again, to touch on something we talked about earlier, I went to Build and Price on Ford's website, and my ideal Pro Lightning it's MSRP like $52,000 right now after the 2023 price hike and a couple options that I would want. So let's say this is truly a base Lightning. They got it for $42,000. That means I could, without feeling guilty, offer them $52,000. I know I'm getting ahead of myself here, but you know, a lot of stars have to align. First, they have to not have somebody lined up for this truck, and then we have to agree on a price. They're probably going to want to mark it up. But we have come across some dealers today that have said they're not going to mark up their demo units. So who knows? Maybe Friendship Ford of Bristol is one of those dealers. I'm going to highlight that in green because that is a big potential positive. But don't you guys dare call and snipe it from me. No, I'm kidding. They probably already have somebody lined up. But, okay, here we go. Let's move on to our next Ford dealer while we wait to hear back. She said she was going to reach out to their product specialist. Okay. That was Friendship. We already did Modern. Ashe County Ford Incorporated. Let's check that one out. Mike Bass Ford. Actually, yes. Let's see. I know he's on here. I thought. Maybe not. There he is, see? And so he's already on the spreadsheet, but thank you for the shout out, Anthony. He has already warned me that they're going to charge $61,000, which is reasonable, but they haven't, it's not available for sale yet. So, and I think 61, I mean, that's 10,000 more than if we wait. So let's see. Yeah, if we get to order our own Pro in October, the question is, are you willing to pay $10,000 extra for the one at Mike Bass to get it immediately versus waiting another year? You know, what is waiting worth to you? I would probably wait, but it's hard because we don't know what October is going to have in store for reservation holders. We've gotten conflicting info. Luckily, Larry shared some good news last night. You know, Tim Bart said they may reopen reservation orders for the Pro and the XLT. So we're just going to keep searching. Ashe County Ford. Let's see what they got. Okay. We'll check out their website. It moved my map. I don't like that. There it is. Right. Exactly, Jose. Even if you order in October, you're not getting till right. And so that's what I'm saying, Jose, is, you know, you could go to Mike Bass Ford and pay $61,000 and get it immediately, or you could save $10,000 by waiting until 2023. So it's like, if you've got the money lying around, what is waiting worth to you? I personally would be on the waiting side because $61,000 is a lot of money. All right, Ford F-150. So they don't have the Lightning listed in their drop down. That's usually not a good sign for finding anything on their website. But let's see. How many? So they have 7 new vehicles. None of them are Lightnings, but we're going to call because sometimes they don't have them listed. Guys, my brain is turning to mush. It's so much hard work calling and streaming and keeping everything in line. Here we go.
For calling. To ensure the highest level of customer care, this call may be recorded. Please hold while we connect your call.
Randy Marianne Ford of West Jefferson. May I help you?
Hi. I just had a question for one of your salesmen about the F-150 Lightning.
Okay, hold on. I'll get you a salesperson.
At Ashe County Ford, we specialize in vehicle with parts that may not have been designed for your vehicle.
Sales, this is Kevin. May I help you?
Hi, Kevin. My name's Joe. Just had a quick question. So do you guys have one of those Lightnings for test drives at your dealership?
No, we do not, Joe. We are currently not an EV dealer.
Okay.
We will be, but we've just been bought out by Randy Marion, and we will be an EV dealer, but we have not been, so no is the answer, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, I appreciate your honesty. Thanks so much.
You're certainly welcome, sir.
All right, bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I think Michael had said in the chat earlier. You know, that's the reality. Some Ford dealers aren't qualified or certified to sell EVs, so of course they don't have a Lightning. And that's the tightrope, is that I truly think if we find a Lightning that isn't spoken for, it's going to be at a more rural, off-the-beaten-path dealership. But I don't want to, I'm just speculating. Those are probably also the dealers that are more likely to not be EV certified. I'll just leave it at that. So we can now fill in our spreadsheet. Whoa. Typing is hard. Ashe County, Ford. He said they got bought out, so this name might not even be accurate. He does not have one. Okay. Moving right along. Guys, we've almost hit 100 dealerships that we've talked to. Now, I know I did about 60 off stream on Monday, but gosh, this is going to be a long journey. How many Ford dealerships are there in the United States? Too many is the answer. So we did that one. Yadkin Valley Motor Company. So if they don't advertise themselves as a Ford dealer, I usually don't call. Because, yeah, that is not what we're looking for. Weinbarger Motor Company. Cloninger Ford of Hickory. That's not the one we spoke to earlier. So they are going to be worth a call. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Let me scoot my map. Cloninger Ford of Hickory. Now the downside is this may be a redundant phone call because, you know, if within that dealership family, you know, the website that we looked at for the first Cloninger dealership is probably pulling the same data. So we'll see if we can deduce. They have one. Show it to me. Yeah, so this is the same Lariat that we saw earlier. I'm just going to call this Hickory location and see if they've got any new info. But odds are they're going to say the same thing. But let's give them a call.
828-449-8939. This call may be recorded.
Come on, Cloninger. It hung up. Okay. Dang. I do want to go back. This pro that's sitting at Friendship Ford Bristol is really stuck in my mind. I'm going to go back and call them again. No, they said they'd call me. I'll give it a few more minutes. So we learned... all right, we're going to have to circle back to Cloninger Ford of Hickory because they did not answer their phone. Okay, this is Yadkin. Let's see. So down in Charlotte, we're going to have a lot. Classic Ford Lincoln of Shelby, but they probably... Well, no. Let's give them a shot. Classic Ford Lincoln. Is Shelby the town? Classic Ford Shelby in Shelby, North Carolina. Here we go. Phil says 1,300 Ford dealers in the United States, Phil, I ain't got time for that. I do not have time to be calling over 1,000 Ford dealers, but I mean, if there's a F-150 Lightning at the end of it that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, it might be worth it. New vehicles, not showing up there. Oh, here we go. Make, Ford, model. Oh, they had it in the drop down. XLT, listed for 54. I could be convinced. Let's see. Let's give them a call, see what the deal is. So this is classic Ford Shelby in Shelby, North Carolina. We've found an XLT. Let's give them a call and see what the deal is. Of course, somebody has probably put down a deposit on it, but you never know. Things happen to people, you know? He could have canceled that yesterday.
Good afternoon, Classic Ford Lincoln of Shelby.
Hi, I just had a question about this F-150 Lightning. That's... Sorry,
okay.
Go ahead.
Can I get you with someone in sales?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Wonderful. One moment. Good afternoon. This is Shay. How can I help you?
Hi, my name's Joe. I just was calling with a question about this F-150 Lightning that's on your website.
Absolutely, Joe. What's a good phone number for you just in case we get disconnected?
It is for...
Awesome. And while I am pulling that up, what kind of questions did you have about that Lightning?
I guess first of all, is that your test drive demo mannequin unit?
Okay, good question. I'm trying to locate that truck right now. I know it's not on my lot that I know of.
Okay.
We have two other sister stores, and it may be on their lot, so I'm just trying to see where it could be. Do you happen to have a stock number with you, Joe?
I do. It's 15225.
15225. Awesome. Thank you for that. Let me look that up for you. Try this way. Let's see. 15225. Okay, I'm pulling that up. That is a gray one. It looks like that one's available as far as I can tell from my side. Are you interested in looking at it in person, driving it?
Well, I have a lot of questions. So is that a vehicle that was ordered by a customer that you guys ended up with, or is that the one that Ford gave you for test drives?
What I'm going to do, I will consult with my sales manager. I'm pretty sure this one's for sale because they wouldn't put the pictures, like live photos online if it was not available, like for sale. Usually if a customer orders a vehicle like that, it'll only have like just some fake photos online, like not the real photos of the actual truck. So, I mean, I'm like 90% sure this truck is available and for sale. I just would need to ask my sales manager just to be sure, but...
Okay. Yeah, are you able to, like, put me on hold and go ask him?
Absolutely. Sure thing. Hold on one moment, Joe, okay?
Okay. Guys, I'm not getting my hopes up, but she's got an XLT that she thinks is available. My guess is that this is the test drive unit. Okay, but that 52,000 number is important. That's what a Pro would cost me if I got to order it tomorrow. This is listed at 54. And then you think of that extra 2,000, it's a higher trim. You're getting it quicker. These are the things that race through your mind when you come across the truck that might not be spoken for, because this is where I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but this is what has to race through your mind when you're searching. You have to always be thinking about comparing. Do I wait? What if I don't get to order? So just some insight. It shouldn't be this hard. We shouldn't have to think about all this stuff, but here we are. The reason I had her go ask her manager now, I don't want to wait for a phone call back. So, But I'm not getting my hopes up because there have been so many times, as we all know, in this process where there's miscommunication. I mean, for God's sakes, my Ford dealer told me I was ordering my truck in January, and here we are. So, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some miscommunication happening there, but let's see. Still on hold. Worth the wait, though. Let's put this on here. That's not what I want.
Hey, still with me, Joe?
I am.
Awesome. That vehicle is located at my sister store in Columbia, and it actually is a mannequin. But you are more than welcome to, if you're local enough, you can go in and schedule an appointment to test drive it.
Okay, just to clarify, because I am going to call them the moment I hang up with you. Let me see here. Do you have that phone number? What was the name of where that truck is located?
Classic Ford of Columbia.
Okay, do you have their phone number? If not, I can always look it up.
I can look it up for you. Hold on. Sorry, my computer's not trying to cooperate with me right now.
That's okay.
Like I click on the phone, like trying to get the phone number, and then it's like trying to open up the whole app. It's weird.
It's okay. I'll Google it because I've got some other people to call as well. But I really appreciate you giving me that info. Thank you so much.
Sure thing, Joe. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Well, so our hopes are not completely dashed. So it's a mannequin unit, but it still may not be spoken for. So here we go. But see, this is why. That's why you don't want to get your hopes up. So we're going to go to Classic Ford of Columbia, and get that phone number. Oh, see, that's in South Carolina. Is that the one she was talking about? It has to be. Let's give them a call. Yeah, this website looks the same, so I think this would be their sister store. Let's give them a call.
Calling sales at Classic Ford. How may I assist you today?
Hi, my name's Joe. I just had a question about the F-150 Lightning. Are you the right person to talk to about that?
How may I assist you with that?
Oh, okay. Let's see. So I see one on your website here. Is that the test drive mannequin unit?
Yes, sir. That one will be available for sale on December 23rd.
Okay, and do you already have a buyer lined up for that?
No, we're actually accepting offers, and then the highest offer and the highest bid will go to the truck will go to the person on the 23rd. That day will be pretty much the highest offer will be taken and sold on the unit will be sold to that person on that day.
Okay, and just to be clear, so you're accepting offers now, or you have to make an offer on December 23rd?
Everybody who's coming in to test drive, get a feel for it, make sure it's the right fit for them. They are speaking directly with Justin Green, and if they do want to put an offer down, they are basically he is accepting offers and taking customers' names and numbers down. So therefore, it's basically that's pretty much the process with it.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your transparency. There aren't any other Lightning orders that fell through that you have lying around, right?
No, absolutely not. And you won't find another Lightning on lot that's not a mannequin in the entire Southeast region. They're just not available. So to be honest with you, most of the ones you'll find are all mannequins and test drive only units. Gotcha.
All right. Well, thanks for letting me know how you guys are handling that. All right. Have a good day.
All right. Take care.
Okay. Bye. See, that's that kind of reaction where I'm like, one, it's not true. There are Lightning orders that fall through. So I'm a little disappointed that he was so dismissive of that. But also interesting to hear how that dealership is handling this process. Basically, open season, make an offer, and then whoever has made the highest offer before, I think he said December 23rd. Bummer, to be sure, because that's not how you or I are going to end up with a Lightning. But that's how the world works. So the search continues. They're in North Carolina. They do have one, and it is an XLT. Accepting offers until. So the question is, what is a truck like that going to sell for? Like, people aren't going to pay lariat money for an XLT, right? Like, maybe they'll get an offer of like 70,000. I don't know. I almost like that, because then I get to delete that as an option. Like, I'm not going to pay for an XLT. They had the MSRP at 54, but like, once you get into like $75,000, why would you pay that for an XLT? I don't know. December 23rd. But if you're in the market for an XLT and you don't want to wait until next year, you can call Classic Ford of Columbia and submit an offer. Also, love to see the numbers of how many people are tuning in. Thank you so much. Feel free to share the stream with a friend if you're both searching for Lightnings. I gotta call back that Bristol Ford. I have to. They said they have a pro. She said she was gonna call me back. They might think I'm pestering them, but time's a factor, you know? Okay. Friendship Ford of Bristol. Joe's got a nibble. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I'm definitely gonna be getting on their nerves, but you can't just not follow up.
Reported for quality assurance.
Thank you for calling Friendship Ford of Bristol. For our service department, please press 1. For our sales department, please press 2. For our parts department,
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Friendship Ford. This is Greg. How can I assist you today?
Hi, Greg. I don't know if I spoke to you earlier or not, but I was looking for info on that Lightning that's, I think it's like your demo unit. Somebody said they were going to call me back. I was just wanted to see if anybody's available to give me some info on that.
What can I do for you?
So, I was told it's your test drive unit. So what trim is it?
It's the Pro.
Okay.
It's the base trim.
And so, do you guys have a buyer lined up, or are you not planning to sell it anytime soon? What's your guys' plan with that?
We'll sell it eventually, but not anytime soon.
Okay. And is that like the 6 months that Ford wants you to keep it, or is that a certain number of miles?
Well, no, it's basically until we can get another one in to replace it. After we do keep it for the test demo. Right now, we don't have another Lightning, so obviously can't sell our demo.
Okay. I mean, okay. Are you guys entertaining offers on that truck?
Not yet.
Okay. All right. Well, could you just put my name down somewhere? Because when that truck does become available, I'd love a chance to buy it.
Alrighty, I'll be more than glad to.
Okay. So first name Joseph, Joseph. Last name Herzog, Herzog.
Okay.
Phone number is
Where are you calling from, Joseph?
I'm in Ohio. It's hard to track down these lightnings, so I'm casting a wide net.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd love to talk. I guess I mean, eventually you're gonna sell that truck, and I'd love
And
to.
it will be going for more than MSRP, obviously, when it's used.
Right. How many miles do you think?
We just had a used one that went through the auction that we looked to buy, and it was an XLT, and it went for $30,000 over MSRP.
Gotcha. And then just so I can write it down in case, what options, like, does this one have the tow technology package, or what options does it have?
It is the base Pro. It is the base Pro model.
Okay. So 2.
It doesn't have the tow package, but it's just that's the only option on it.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, if you've got a line of people for that truck, go ahead and add me to it. And if there's no line, I'm hopefully near the front.
We get an inquiry a day about it, you know.
Okay.
And it's always, you know, I mean, most people think that you're going to buy it for, you know, the MSRP or below, and you know, because it's used. But unfortunately, you know, obviously you're well versed in Lightning, so you know that they're selling quite a bit above, you know, on
Yeah.
the used one.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I appreciate all the info you gave me. And yeah, truly, once you guys decide to sell it, I would love you to notify me, even if it, you know, somebody else is gonna pay more. Just give me a call.
You got it.
Thank you so much.
Sure will.
Okay.
Alrighty, have a great day.
You too. Bye. Yeah, and that's the emotional roller coaster of this. Like, you finally track down in my Lightning right now. Phil, you're just twisting the knife in my heart. That's the emotional roller coaster of this search, is that you feel like you've struck gold when you find a pro. And then, yeah, it's just a bummer when they say, like, oh, well, we're not going to sell it, but when we do, you know, it's going to go for thousands over, which is reality. I'm not questioning that. Just a bummer, though, because we've run into dealerships that said they're going to sell the demo for MSRP. So they're the minority, but it happens. So then my question is, let's see, where was I going with that? Yeah, the stars really have to align. You got to find a pro. You got to hope that they're, for whatever reason, not going to sell it. But the other thing that frustrates me about that is he was like, well, we're not going to sell it anytime soon. At least the other dealers are like, once we hit the 6-month deadline, we are selling it. At least you can put a date in your calendar of, like, call them the day before. With this, it's like, I guess, call me when you decide to sell it. I mean, the reality is they would sell it tomorrow for the right price. That's the subtext, which is a bummer, because that means you'd have to make a crazy offer on that truck for them to sell it tomorrow. But all right, we move on. Let me write that down, though. Pro. Not planning on selling soon. That's a bummer. Okay. Search continues. I am spending longer talking to each of these dealers, so it's hard to keep track of who we've already talked to. What's this guy up here? That's Ashe County. We already did Modern Ford. I think we slowly will have to... Paramount Ford? Did we talk to Paramount Ford? We did. Okay, talk to Paramount Ford. Guys, truly, they all blur together when you talk to so many. Classic Ford we talked to. Tyndall Ford. I know we haven't talked to Tyndall Ford. Cloninger Ford of Hickory we talked to. Yeah, let's do Tyndall Ford. Let's give him a call. In Gastonia. Actually, is that right? I don't want to zoom in, but Ford F-150 Lightning, they've got the drop down. That's a good sign. It's a Lariat. It's black. But I will say it's hard after stumbling down the mountain to turn around and start climbing again. Like, okay, let's call about a Lariat that we can't afford. But who knows? Maybe one of you guys can afford it. We're going to find it for you. Sales 704 884 2201. Let me fill out my spreadsheet before I hit call. This is Tyndall Ford in North Carolina. And call.
Hello, this is Adolfo at Tyndall. How can I help you?
Hi, can I talk to one of your salespeople about the F-150 Lightning?
Yeah, let me get somebody who's knowledgeable about that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for holding. This is Nate speaking.
Hi, Nate. I just had some questions about this Lightning that's on your website. So I see that it's a Lariat. Is this your demo test drive unit?
Give me one moment. I wasn't aware that there was a Lightning on our website, so give me 1 second. Sometimes Ford will, like if we're getting one shipped in, Ford will automatically add it, and they shouldn't. So let me see real quick.
Okay.
No, that's not our demo, but I don't think I would be extremely surprised if this is actually coming in and is for sale.
Right.
It's probably a custom order, so
okay.
Can you give me 1 moment and I just put you on a brief hold?
Sure.
Alrighty, give me 1 second.
So, I mean, it's a Lariat. It's probably a customer order. But maybe I'll have him take down my info just in case a pro comes through and falls through. I mean, it won't. But, again, at the very least, we have the peace of mind of knowing that we were proactive in this process. We're on hold right now. I guess in the meantime, I can scope out my next dealership I'm going to call. Oh.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, good. So this actually is it's our one unit that we're getting in this year. And we earned it, is what they said. We earned this vehicle from some sort of good practice. But most likely what we're going to do with it is do like a raffle situation where we gather everyone that wants that one, and then we basically do we have this like spin generator thing, put everyone's name in there, spin it, and whoever wins gets to buy it. Okay. So I know that's not super great odds, but would you want your name to be included?
This is I'm like laughing out loud over here. So yeah. Do you? No, I mean not in a bad way. I've talked to a lot of Ford dealers and I haven't heard that. That's an interesting way to do it. So, yeah. So you're gonna raffle it.
We had a Bronco.
Yeah.
We've had a couple, like, so this is how we do it when we are getting rid of our mannequins, because, like, so here's the thing. We had 75 reservations for Lightnings.
Right.
Ford asked us for 10 priority customers, 10 priority names.
Yeah.
We gave them 10 priority customers.
Mhm.
They said those ones would be handled first, and then they said, great, we're going to send you 3 this year.
Right. Yeah.
In total. So, yeah, it's just like garbage, dude.
Do you have to? I probably won't enter the raffle only because the Lariat is out of my price range. But I have questions.
Yeah.
Do you have to pay to enter the raffle?
We have done it that way in the past, but I'm not quite sure. I could at least keep you informed. It's the cost on this one's $72K.
But then if you win the raffle, you pay MSRP or you pay a markup?
Yeah, no, it's MSRP.
Okay, all right. I'm warming up to this idea. Yeah, unfortunately, Lariat's still too much for me, but that is super interesting to hear how you guys handle that. So thanks for being transparent with me. Yeah, and so that's the mannequin unit that's on the way to you. Okay.
No, it's not a mannequin. We have a mannequin. It hasn't hit that threshold where we can sell it yet.
What trim is your mannequin?
It's an $80,000 Lariat.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for all the info, and maybe I'll give you guys.
People aren't allowed to mark up Lightnings, any e-vehicles. If they are, they're gonna get severely penalized for it. Like, they'll probably never sell another one.
That's interesting. I mean, I've got a spreadsheet going. I've talked to 95 Ford dealers. The mannequins are consistently being marked up. The customer orders are the ones, at least just my understanding, are the ones where they'll get penalized if they sell a customer order for a markup. But all these mannequins are open season, it would seem. But that's just, I love the way you guys do it. I like the raffle idea personally.
We don't mark up anything. We're pretty rare in that aspect, I guess, but we don't sell anything over sticker, other than GT500s. But there's not really.
Gotcha.
That's just been a thing for a while. But we're not gouging anybody. But yeah, we had a customer who bought a $92,000 platinum Lightning, the first one that came in, and he said he loved it, is what he said. And he said that somebody offered him like 110 for it, somebody offered him 115, 120, 125, and then he said he caved at 135.
Yeah. Well, but did you guys include a no resale clause? Is that something you're doing for your Lightning customers? Because my dealership had me sign something that I wouldn't resell the truck for a year. Is that something you guys did or no?
Probably not. I mean, what's the legality on that?
I don't know. That's just what Ford, suggested it to dealerships. That way you guys, that way we don't just flip the trucks. Anyways, I've taken up too much of your time, but I appreciate
Can
you.
I tell you one thing about Chevy real quick? Did you hear what Chevy's going to do?
No, tell me. Tell me.
Chevy is going to offer factory warranty, but if you resell in the first year, it voids all factory warranty.
That's interesting.
So basically, if you're flipping, you're going to get no warranty. You're basically flipping a truck with no warranty.
Interesting. And is that specifically on the EV Silverado, or is that something they'll do for all their vehicles?
I think they were just proposing it for all of their vehicles, maybe just trucks or something, but I'm not sure.
Interesting.
That's just something that they had proposed.
Interesting. Well, thanks for all the info on the raffle. If you guys end up,
I wish I could help you.
No, you're good. If you guys end up raffling a lower trim, please give me a call, because I would enter a raffle for an XLT or a Pro.
Sure. We haven't even seen an XLT or a Pro yet.
Right.
We've only seen Lariats and Platinums.
Yeah, that seems to be what Ford wants to make the most of.
Yeah.
All right.
Because we pay them more for the vehicle than the customer pays.
Right.
Well, you know about that?
Can you just take down my info in case you you guys end up raffling?
Yeah. What is your name?
First name Joseph. Last name Herzog, Herzog.
How many Herzogs are there out there?
There's a lot in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I have actually one I sold down here. I sold a Maverick to a Herzog.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I was just wondering if it's like super rare then.
Right.
No, but if there's a few up there then.
Right.
Yeah, know a couple down here. Alrighty, buddy. Well, hey, and what is this your number 480?
Yep, that's me.
Alrighty. Well, I'll keep you in my system. Basically, just periodic reminders. It's good for. Basically, I just like remind myself to check.
Right.
And then, and if I got anything, I'll definitely let you know. But most likely, anything like this we do like a raffle system.
That is crazy, but I love it. So yeah, let me know if you guys get any more.
Alrighty, buddy. Hey, thanks for calling. You take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Am I on drugs, or did he just say they were raffling off lightnings? That's insane. I've talked to 90 Ford dealers. Nobody has used the word raffle. It's different. I like it. Because, so, downside, it costs money to enter the raffle. You'd be silly to do it. But if you win, you pay sticker price. I mean, depends on how much it costs to enter the raffle. That's insane. That is insane to me. But again, this is just why it's so interesting to ask all these dealerships how they're handling this. But also, I got to share with him that mannequin units are getting sold for way over MSRP. So hopefully I'm not giving them any ideas. But anyways, okay, on to the next. Tyndall Ford. I gotta write that down. That's insane. Raffling off a mannequin at sticker price. Okay. That was Tyndall Ford. Let me zoom in a little bit because I have a feeling there will be a lot. Mooresville Ford. Oh, guys. That was the craziest phone call, right? Like, I am not over this yet. They're raffling off their Lightning. I mean, he was a really chill dude, and he was really honest. It's just interesting that that's how some dealers are choosing to handle it. I guess if they make enough on the tickets for the raffle, like, they're still making a little money. Okay, Mooresville Ford. Be sure to subscribe if you've learned anything from this stream. I know, I feel like I've learned a lot today. Let's see. We want Mooresville Ford. Website. Let's see what they got. I don't see F-150 Lightning in their drop down. Okay, so let's search it. I'll have to give them a call. There you go. So they have a F-150 Lightning for $123,000. But you know what? Let's reveal the deal. Maybe it's maybe it's not $123,000. How do I? Yeah, I'm not gonna give them my email, but let's see what they got. It's a Lariat for 123. See, I'm almost like, is it worth calling? But I will call just to verify that this is the only one that they have. So, and let's scroll. Yeah, that's the only one they got. Sales. Maybe they're gonna raffle it off. Maybe that's what they're gonna do. Oh yeah, Matt, I agree. I don't mean, hold on, I'm gonna hang up. I don't mean to tease. It's like, It depends on what they're charging for a raffle ticket and how many people are going to do it. I mean, even if a raffle ticket is $100 and they get 100 people to enter the raffle, that's $10,000, right? So, but yeah, I don't know. Depends on how much interest they get in their area. Let's give them a call. We're now calling Mooresville Ford.
Service, this call may be recorded.
Thank you for calling Mooresville Ford. This is Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. My name's Joe. I just had a question about this F-150 Lightning that's on your website. Can you...
Sure. Hold on just a sec.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling Mooresville Ford. This is Doreen. How can I help you?
Hi. I was hoping to talk to somebody about the F-150 Lightning. Are you the right person for that?
Are you looking to order, or what's your question on that?
Well, I see you have one listed on your website. I just wanted to confirm, is that your mannequin unit?
I believe it is. Hang on a minute.
Okay.
You're talking about P39125?
Oh, sorry, let me click it.
Okay. It is not on my lot.
P39125. So is that a customer order, or is it just at like a different Mooresville Ford?
No, it is in our group, but that would most likely be their mannequin unit.
Oh, okay, mannequin unit. Okay. Is anything else?
Did you want to call them and check?
Yeah, sorry, so where is that truck?
Durham.
Durham. So Mooresville Ford of Durham is what I'm looking for?
No, it would be University Ford of Durham. I've got the number for you if you have a pen.
Yep, I'm ready.